All right, we're going to take a couple minutes and go over the different parts of the electric guitar. Now, the electric guitar has a solid body and at least one cutaway, and this allows us to go farther up on the neck and play in places we really can't play on the acoustic guitar. Now, the strings go over the pickups, and the pickups basically pick up the sound of the strings, and it goes through and out the input jack into an amplifier. So that amplifies the sound. Otherwise, not really going to have much volume because since we do have a solid body, we don't have any way for the sound to be projected. Now, the pickups can be changed. We have some controls over here that we can use to tweak things on the pickups. Now, the first thing is the pickup selector. So this is a toggle switch. And we can select which pickup that we want activated. So if I put it all the way this way, I'm activating the neck pickup, and I'll turn the volume control all the way up. It's a nice warm sound. So closer to the neck you get, the warmer the sound typically. And then if I take the toggle switch and I put it right in the middle, now I'm activating the neck pickup and the bridge pickup simultaneously. And we get a little bit brighter sound that way. Now going all the way this way, I'm activating just the bridge pickup, and that's a brighter sound yet. All right, so I'm going to put that right in the middle for now. So I'm activating both of these pickups. Now this is the volume control. This allows us to change the amount of volume, basically. And all the way over here, we have a tone knob or tone control. And this is really interesting. Really make some cool adjustments on your guitar. It's from a really mellow sound to a very bright sound. And then from there we can select which pickups we want, so we have a lot of control over our sound. Now, if you have one pickup on your electric, just one, you're not going to have a toggle switch. But you will have a volume control and probably a tone control as well. And if you have two pickups like mine, you'll have a three-way toggle switch, 1, 2, 3, and you'll have at least one volume control and a tone control. And if you have three pickups, you're going to have a 5-way toggle switch, and you're going to have more control over the pickups. Like on the Gibson Les Pauls, they have 2 volume controls, 2 tone controls, so you have a lot of control over each pickup then. All right, a few more things on the body before we move on to other parts of the guitar. We have the pick guard right here. This whole thing's a pick guard. Your pick guard might look different depending on what model electric guitar you have. And let's see, we have the bridge right here, and we have the saddles on the bridge. Now the bridge basically holds the strings into the body, and the strings touch the saddles. So it vibrates between the saddle, and then we're going to talk about this part over here, which is called the nut. Okay, so we also have strap buttons, one right here and one typically right over here. So this way we can stand up as we're playing. And let's see, we're going to move along to the neck. Now this whole thing's called the neck. On the neck, you'll notice we have these metal wires right here. These are called frets. This whole thing is called the fretboard, also known as the fingerboard. Now on the fretboard, we have inlays. And this just allows us to see what part of the fret we're at. And actually there's markers on the side too that when you're playing you can see where you're at on the fretboard. For example, if I'm all the way up here, I'll look at the dot here, at the little marker, and I'll see, okay, it's the second one, so that I'm on the 5th fret. If I go up to the double dots here, then I'm on the 12th fret. So it's an easy way to know where you're at on the fretboard. All right, and like I said before, this part right here is called the nut. And when you play any string open, oops, the string's going to vibrate between the nut and the saddle at the bridge. Okay, and then moving right along, this is the headstock. Now the headstock has the tuners, or the tuning pegs, also known as machine heads. And by turning these, we're actually adjusting the tension of the strings. Now if we turn it counterclockwise, the strings are going to be stretched out and the pitch is going to be raised. If we turn them clockwise, the opposite's going to happen. The strings are going to be loosened, and then we're going to have lower pitch as well. Let me just demonstrate for you once. So I'll adjust the 6th string. and turn counterclockwise, raises the pitch, and then I'll turn the opposite way, clockwise, to loosen the pitch. And I know I'll say this in other videos, but I want to reiterate that you always want to tune from a lower pitch. It's just much, much easier to tune that way. And when you're in doubt, always drop it down. Always turn this clockwise to lower the pitch. So never turn counterclockwise excessively. Otherwise, you're probably going to break one of your strings. Okay, so those are the different parts of the electric guitar, and you can go over the image that I have that lists all the different parts that I went over, and make sure you study those and understand how they work.